All right, I'm totally embarrassed to admit that I have not cleaned my refrigerator since I never have. My old housekeeper did. And it's a mess, and that's a mess. And I noticed looking at my foods that literally the bulk of what I have are condiments. So we're like the condiment family. So I'm rearranging my refrigerator once I get it cleaned because I am going to rearrange the way my foods are located in the fridge that are working towards helping me stay on my goal of eating healthy and maintaining weight loss. All right, I finally cleaned out my refrigerator and I totally revamped it. So I oftentimes go to the grocery store with the best intentions, and a lot of times I make the mistake of being hungry when I go and I purchase lots of stuff with intentions, and then I put them away and then they go bad. And I think that that's the biggest issue with people when they're trying to eat healthy is they go to the store, they're super excited, they buy all this produce and fruit, and then it goes bad, and then they revert back to the thought of like, man, I need to eat just boxed foods that stays good for longer. So I am changing things around. I thought I'd share it with you. So I cleaned out my fridge today, and like I said earlier, I'm embarrassed to say that I hadn't done it since I had a housekeeper, but what I did is I have water bottles filled up that I can just grab and go to make sure that I hit my water goal, because it's super important to be staying hydrated because your brain functions better, your body functions better, and is really good for weight loss. And a lot of times people overeat because they're thirsty more than they're hungry. So I put all my veggies up top. That way they're in sight and they won't be that out of sight, out of mind, and then go bad. So they're all up there, and then I put all of the condiments that I use regularly at the top shelf in my door. And then all the crappy things that Ryan and the kids like and I use sparingly are at the bottom. So again, out of sight, out of mind, but I put all of the little condiments and accessories and the healthy fats like avocado, hummus. I have marinara sauce that I make homemade there, and then here is the meat and the eggs. I bought these the other day, didn't buy them again, this was an impulse buy, but it's organic, non-GMO, but I kind of thought like out of sight, out of mind if I ever want a treat. And so then I put all of our cheese, I use goat cheese, in the drawer. And then all of my prep food, like I did some chicken to make lettuce cups and eggplant bacon and zucchini chips, and I grated some cauliflower for cauliflower rice. I put that in there, and then this is where the fruit's gonna go. And then this is where all the carbs go, at the very bottom. So they're really out of sight, out of mind. So it's not one of those things that you're tempted to just grab and go. So like Ryan had made some fettuccine pasta or whatever, so I put that in there. I had made some beet gluten-free pancakes earlier, so I put them down here. Rebel will have them for breakfast tomorrow. I have gluten-free tortillas, and then I always make in my Instant Pot a big batch of steel cut oatmeal, because God, it takes forever to cook normally. And I put them in like serving size right there so I can pick them up. And then I have some sweet potatoes that I cook in my Instant Pot, so that's all there. So I just thought I'd share with you guys how I changed my refrigerator around. That way you might be able to do the same thing. Another thing that people have asked me, like what spices I use. We only use Himalayan salt. This is all we've been using literally since 2012. We went to Fogo de Chao on Friday, and Ryan instantly, like, his ring was tight because he used the table salt. And this really has health benefits, as well as the fact that you don't notice that swelling. We use extra virgin olive oil. I have a big tub of coconut oil that I use on the daily. I also use ghee, and we also use Kerrygold butter. But some of the spices that I use regularly, as you can see, are here. I try to buy organic as much as possible with the things that I use all the time. Literally, my mother, when she cooked, didn't use spices at all, and very sparingly, and foods tasted horrible. And I found that when you use good spices and stuff, then you actually like the way things taste. I have this sweetener that I found that I've been using. It's a monk fruit. This has been something that has been something I use to sweeten stuff, as well as stevia drops right here. And I won't even, well, I'll show you, but this is my next thing that I have to fix, is my pantry full of flowers. I have been trying to get rid of a lot of stuff that have almonds in it, because as I've shared recently, I am allergic to almonds and peanuts and all these different things, and I had cut out wheat and gluten and switched to almond, which caused some problems. So anyways, that's what's in my pantry and my fridge. I'd love to hear what you guys, if you have a method to your madness.